Next match we have is Bull versus Zane. Bull seems to be using deleters and Zane is using Aqua Force as per his normal. There seems to be a shift in perspective between the teams. It is because I'm not doing it in any particular order. Besides, looking through both sides one after the other isn't a bad thing. Keep in mind the teams are Zan, Suguha, and Sky Limits versus CC, Bull, and Blaze. Zan gets the first move, and he rides a perfect guard. It's better than a misride. I guess I can also say that in the match between Sky Limits and CC, the misride did probably mean a lot. It did mean a lot because it gave CC an extra turn to build her hand and her field and put Sky to 5 damage. Bull got a draw trigger. And Zan is going great too. And he's dropping his entire hand. Attacking with the Vanguard. That means the rear guard's attack has a special skill. Because it's the third battle, if it hits, he gets an extra draw. And knowing that, Bull isn't letting it hit. Guards with the critical. Yes, this strange looking thing was a critical. The deleters don't look like Link Joker at all. And it mostly comes from the fact that they weren't originally meant to be Link Joker, they just kinda are Link Joker. As their way of not making an entirely new clan. Which I'm okay with that, because if they made an entirely new clan from the bottom up, they'd have to give it like 2 packs worth of support for it to be caught up with everything else, even with the trial deck. So Bull rides Zaharis, which sounds like a good thing, except for the fact that he has one of his grade 3s in Soul, one of his grade 3s on Field, and one of them was drove checked, but he used it as a guard, I guess. Yeah, he used it as a guard. And that is the Deleter Legion with 4 and drop, so he can use it. This unit's ability, when he performs Legion, he can counterblast 2, which he has, discard a card, which he obviously has, and he can delete the Vanguard, making it 0k. Now, of course, the problem with this is that Bull just saw that Zahn drove check Tetra Burst Dragon, so this deletion is only going to be for aggressive purposes. And the phone is ringing. And that was the phone. I missed a critical trigger appearing. And a heal, apparently. And this is 2720. It is almost impossible to guard this. It's not actually impossible, but it is almost impossible. So that's 20, that's 30. And one more just to block. And that's overguard. He guarded with one more than he needed. Rise Tetra Burst, but that last attack, because he guarded it when he honestly should have just taken it, he now has no ability to do 4 battles. And as a result, the damage is 4-1, and Bull has no reason to guard the Vanguard. Which is good because he can't. If Zahn had just taken the Vanguard and let himself get to 5 damage, there's extremely high chance that he could have closed the damage gap in that turn. There's a heal trigger. Heal doesn't go off. And he has guard. But we have the same problem, except now it's getting worse because now Bull can build hand. Hall Starless, it's a 12k attacker, but he still can't do 4 battles. If I was Bull, I'd probably call the last unit just to get 4 battles and try to end it on this turn. Doesn't get anything in the trigger check. And he has to go 10k to the rear, which is guarded, because he really wants to keep that rear column. Probably just because he has nothing to replace it. Oh, and he's going to Legion again, which means the Vanguard is going to be deleted, and I don't think Zahn can guard at this point. Even if he has a Quintet Wall, a Perfect Guard, and a third card, which we know isn't the case, by the way, because he just double-checked grade 2s. He shouldn't have any ability to guard this. And that unit's a Soul Blast 2, draw 1. And a 10k attacker. So Bull takes a second game. And we go on to game 3. Which will be Blaze versus... Should be Suguha, but he might not be here. So we'll find out.